Hey there, wellness family. Thank you for clicking on today's video, which is all about how compartmentalization can block your growth. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Peter Gordon and I'm a graduate student working towards what will be an eventual doctorate in clinical psychology. I also happen to be a life and a health and wellness coach, and I make videos on mental health, fitness, wellness, and everything I hope can help you to lead your most profound life. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you're notified each week when I post a brand new video. Also, feel free to share this video, comment on it, like it, all that good stuff. Now let's get into the heart of today's topic. Hey there folks again. So today we're going to be talking about how compartmentalizing our emotions can block our growth and our ability to tap into our most profound self. But before we get into that, what exactly is compartmentalization? Well, in psychotherapy terms, compartmentalization is a conscious but more often an unconscious defense mechanism in which people, mentally separate conflicting thoughts, emotions, or experiences to avoid the discomfort of the contradiction. Now, that uncomfortable state we're trying to dodge or sidestep is called cognitive dissonance. And we all try at some point in our lives to avoid it by modifying certain aspects of our beliefs, or maybe our behaviors, or simply by using strategies like compartmentalization. In effect, we simply do our best not to acknowledge whatever that contradiction is and hence avoid addressing and fixing the mental health issues that can arise from it, such as anxiety, depression, or an inability to be our most authentic and profound self. So what does compartmentalization look like in real life terms? Well, a good example would be you are in an emotionally abusive marriage, but yet you choose to ignore the abuse and focus completely on the fact that you live in a really nice house, right? With a private chef and several luxury cars, right? You focus on that. Because if you're forced to confront the fact that there's abuse, then you'll have to accept the uncomfortable reality that you are in a crappy marriage and perhaps need to leave. Another example could be you are all for women's right to choose, but decide to vote for, say, a staunch anti-abortion politician whose personality rubs you the wrong way, but you vote for them because you like aspects of their fiscal policies. Now, this politician's anti-abortion stance and crappy attitude really bothers you, but you focus squarely on the fact that some of the politician's fiscal policies will benefit your pocketbook. So you reluctantly champion for them while turning a blind eye to the obvious contradictions rather, that you really just don't like them. Now, as you can imagine, the major problem with compartmentalization is that you never confront the issues. In a sense, it is like the ostrich that buries its head in the sand, hoping, buries its head in the sand while this whole body is exposed and wishing on a star and hoping that the problem, whatever it is, will just magically go away. But the reality is that that problem that arises from compartmentalization will always be there if not addressed, and it will prevent us from being our most authentic selves or removing ourselves from toxic situations. In essence, it prevents us from being honest with ourselves. And as I pointed out earlier, compartmentalization such as this can trigger anxiety and depression and the inability to be ourselves, essentially. So how does one prevent themselves from compartmentalizing, if you will? Well, the first thing I would suggest is to take a really mature and very honest disposition with yourself, right? And try to recognize where you see these types of contradictions in your life. Remember, you really cannot change what you're not aware of. So in essence, it's really all about becoming self-aware. And with a certain level of self-awareness, many of the issues around compartmentalization, what you'll find is that they can be corrected. But if you notice that compartmentalization affects a larger part of your life, then I'd highly encourage you, right, to go and seek therapy from a licensed clinician, such as a mental health therapist or a psychologist. That would be a good place to start. And again, I would highly encourage you to do it, because with a licensed clinician, what they can help you do is to recognize your blind spots or your contradictions and the deeper reasons why they exist. A therapist can also provide you with the tools and strategies to essentially work through these contradictions. So it's really, really important if you go see a mental health therapist. But if mental health therapist is not an option because of, let's say, finances or choice, then talking to somebody like a trusted friend with some life experiences, mind you, would be a good place to start. Or even a spiritual advisor. Even journaling can help you with unpacking these thoughts, which of course can help you to become even more self-aware which is where you begin to unlock your profound self, is really with self-awareness. So I hope this makes sense, and thank you again for watching this video. And if you want to check out some of my other videos, just feel free to click this box right here or this box right here. Also don't forget to hit my big face, which is the subscribe button. Until next time, family, stay well.